touchback.
Set up, 60 or.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Whip.
Now.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Bring it.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, watch it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Ready. 8-3.
So we got man.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Marino back into his end zone. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Marino. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Come on,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Go now. 94. Hey, back up. Now.
Throwing on 2nd down. Marino throwing the out route incomplete. That's Clayton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Mike 58 right there.
Hey, 2. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. And that's complete to Lewis. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 43.
He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 3rd down, Bradshaw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time Marino will throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Marino's second down throw incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And now it's third down.
Set. Topper. Squeeze. Smoke. Shoot.
Here's Marino. It's complete. Stills. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield. See what happens, and occasionally we've seen success occur.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
8 read.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Orbit.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
There. Get it.
On 3rd down, Bradshaw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And take it right on the 30. $1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Watch the screen.
Marino here from the gun. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw. Bradshaw got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From 10 yards out, and the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Ready.
From the shotgun, Marino. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on first down, Marino, he's going to wind up and air that. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Mike's by four. Yo.
To throw on second down, Bradshaw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, his second sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Marino. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on second down, Bradshaw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And Marino's throw there incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Hey, Alpha! Look at me! Go! Get it!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Let's go, D. Big serious.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Marino will throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, lock it! Go!
Now Marino. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Here's Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Bell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
You get block me. You get block me.
You get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 52.
Marino off of play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the interception.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, Zoo. Hey, rock it.
To throw is Marino. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta, you're out. Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, Bradshaw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Watch the same line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Set. 60 out long.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Miami.
Ready.
We play to win.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.